climate change, a controversial topic that has been debated over the course of these recent years. This is an issue that doesn't only affect us Americans, but it also affects the rest of this world. So what is climate change? Climate change is not only the melting glaciers or the rising temperatures, it's also the frequent intense weathers that we experience, such as the floods, the volcano eruptions, the earthquakes. So American interest groups are pushing for more funding into environmental studies so we can better protect whatever's around us right now. But just like any good conversational topics, there are skeptics. There are people who don't believe what is happening. For example, President Donald Trump took $50 billion away from the EPA just so he could put it into defense funding over studying what we live on.
The United States has one of the largest populations throughout all of the countries, and climate change is known to be human-induced. The United States is also one of the largest per capita carbon dioxide emitters, doubling the amount of carbon that China emits. Knowing this, it should be common sense that America needs to do something and work with the other countries to figure out a plan. Whether that plan is to find ways to burn less fossil fuels, cut down less trees, or find new ways to practice agriculture that are less harmful, something needs to be done. Our own president likes to believe that climate change is just a hoax created by the Chinese trying to get America to manufacture less so they can stay in the lead. But if climate change is just a hoax, then why would the average temperature on the Earth have risen 2 degrees Fahrenheit since the late 19th century? Or why would the ice sheets in the Greenland and Antarctic be shrinking by miles each year? It doesn't seem like something we should be taking lightly.
Climate change is long-lasting weather shifts that influence the life on Earth. Some adverse effects of these issues are reduction, vegetation, extinction of animal species, and food reduction, among others. Managing the effect of climate change is also costing nations financially. The United States is responsible in total for 16% of global emission of carbon and greenhouse gas. To convert this adverse effect, there has been policies and efforts that to help reduce the causative factors of climate change. The U.S. implemented a variety of policies and governmental initiatives that include the Clean Air Act in 1960, the 2014 Clean Power Plan, new energy emission standards, and collaboration with China and others. However, these initiatives are not sufficient for effective struggle against climate change.
Climate change is a serious issue. It's not single issues, but a number of environmental issues. Climate change will affect every part of the society. The actions we take and the decision we make can create an opportunity for the next generations. So here are some ways that we can do it to make a difference. First, reduce, reuse, and recycle for everything. And second, buy an energy efficient product such as good gas mileage car. And third, conserve energy at home and at work. And fourth, make wise transportation choices such as drive less and walk or ride the bike more. And fifth, the most important one, to plant trees, which can remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere.
Now I know what you might be thinking. I'm just one person. What can I do to stop climate change? Well, there's many things that you can do. Personally, I researched this topic and I found a website where you can go on. It's called the David Suzuki Foundation. They give you a 10-step plan on how to help prevent climate change and to stop climate change. One of the steps that you can do is to get in touch with your local government representatives or the local media source, and you can tell them why you want climate change to be the top priority right now and why you want it to be resolved. The second step you can do is at home. You can unplug all electronics that are not being used, such as your TV or such as your phone charger. If you're not using it, unplug it from the wall. And then you can also do when you wash your clothes, you can also use cold or warm water, not use hot, because that's wastes a lot of energy. And if you're going to dry, try you doing air dry, because the dryers that we have are energy hogs and they waste a lot of energy. Another thing you can do is keep an eye out for the Energy Star symbol, which helps a lot because that saves a lot of energy. And the third step that we can do is to switch to a renewable energy source such as wind power or solar energy.
As a young person myself, I can understand how young people might not think that climate change will affect them. But the truth is that climate change will affect younger generations even more than it will affect older generations. For those who understand already how much climate change affects younger generations, they may be wondering about different ways that they can get involved and help. One of the best ways to get involved is to try and bring awareness to the issue of climate change. You can do this by promoting different social media pages, such as pages on Instagram, to help bring attention to climate change, because some people might not know what it is. If you want to get even more involved in that and you have money that you want to donate, there are many different websites and foundations that are trying to raise money so they can slow down or stop climate change. One of the best websites to do this is GoFundMe. They have multiple different pages that you can donate to from your house, your home, or just from your phone, and they're trying to stop climate change. If you want to get even more involved than that, you can make your own GoFundMe page to try to raise money and raise awareness to stop climate change.